On today's episode, I'll be showing you why these adorable little creatures are some of the filthiest animals I've ever owned. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Scott, coming to you from the tiny house, living off the grid. So last summer, I promised my kid I would get him some ducklings. At the hardware store where I live, in the spring and early summer, they sell, baby chickens and ducklings, turkeys also. Well, the ducks sell out so fast, and we'd miss them every time we went in there to get them. One day I was in there picking up something, and they had just got some in. The girl takes me and shows me, and these damn things were so frickin' cute. They look like little toys. Their little beaks and feet. Oh my gosh. If they would stay that way forever, it would be awesome. But unfortunately, they don't. So I bought 2 ducks. I think they were like $8 each. Take them home. Give him to my kid. He was super excited. He was pumped up. Well, my dumbass waited to research these animals until I purchased them. Here's a piece of advice. Anytime you're thinking about buying an animal, research it before you buy it. I wouldn't trade Huey and Dewey for the world, but they are the filthiest animals ever. They love to make messes. Anything that has to do with water, they love it. So, living off grid, there's always chores to do. There's always something to do. What you're looking at is my least favorite chore in the world, and I have to do it every 2 or 3 days. I built them this little duck habitat when they were babies, put that pond in. I used to have a pump in it and a waterfall, but the duck shit would gum up the pump so bad, like every day I'd have to go out there and clean it out. And I'm done. So what I have to do is spray all the duck shit that's all around it on the rocks and everything. I made there's like an inch gap between the ground and the pond, and I put rocks around the outside so I could spray the duck poop underneath the pond. So I have to do that, and then I take one end of the hose of the transfer pump, put it in there, put the other out in the garden or in the woods, and pump all the water out. Unfortunately, the more water you pump out, the more it stinks. And it's disgusting. And if I let it go more than 3 days, you can smell it anywhere on the property. It's bad. So I suck it out, and then here in a minute you'll see what's in the bottom, and it's not pretty. The funny part is they're less than 6 months old. They're big as all hell, but they're not even laying eggs yet. And they're actually fascinating animals. When doing my research, come to find out that their eggs are amazing for baking, apparently. Too bad I'm not a baker. And they're worth more than chicken eggs. I think I read the average dozen eggs of chickens is like $1 to $3. For duck eggs, it's $9 to $12. So there's that. I'm kind of interested to try one, just like make it normally and eat it, see if it tastes any different. I do like fresh chicken eggs though. Those are fantastic. So yeah, if you see that one ledge, that's all duck crap. Ugh. One big reason I got chickens and ducks was to teach my kid responsibility. I have a great kid. He is so low maintenance. I've been blessed. I wanted him to give him a good chore. You know, his first thing when he wakes up every morning, the first thing he has to do is go out, feed the animals, and get them fresh water. He does that in the morning and in the evening, which is good. You know, I had chores growing up, and I'm glad I did. So he does that, and he does a really good job at it too. I've got some bad news though. About a month ago, and I'm really proud of him, he handled it really well. We moved the chicken coop away from the house. It was right outside my window, and Leroy, the rooster, would crow in the morning, and you know, it's fine, but right outside your window, it's loud. So we moved into the back of the property. Well, about a month ago, I'm assuming a raccoon dug underneath, got in, and killed the chickens and the rooster, which I was shocked about. Leroy was a bad dude, man. That guy would fight me. Like, I'd be trying to go somewhere, and I'd be late because we used to let him free range run around. He would run up and just start attacking me. They're like 100% testosterone. They're crazy. And if you look at his hens sideways, he will fight you. No joke. So yeah, and Xavier took it really well. I was really shocked. I think he'd be a little more upset if something happened to the ducks. I wouldn't trade him for the world. I don't know if I would get him again. But hey, you live and you learn. It's a lot of work. This is my favorite part right here. Whenever you put fresh water in the pond, they just go ballistic. They love it. They have this waterproof oil. They don't start producing it until like 4 or 6 weeks. I forget which one. But it just beads right off their feathers. It's really awesome. So yeah. This is why ducks are the filthiest animals on the face of the earth, in my opinion. So that's today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.